We're at the CTAM Europe OTT Symposium in London. Alongside me is the international consultant Anette Schaefer, and we were talking in the panel session not that long ago about the international services, Netflix, Amazon, but in some of the parts of the world where you've worked in, notably Eastern Europe, they don't necessarily have the dominance that they might do, say, in the UK, for example.
Yeah, that's correct. But I think it's in many markets the local SVOD services have more market share than HBO, Netflix, and Amazon combined. The reasons for that is, I think one of the reasons is that the languages or the dubbing is not present, or only the small amounts of the catalog are currently being dubbed or localized, as they say, for the market.
And presumably this is the same catalogue that we've seen on Presumably this is the same catalogue that we've seen on linear television for some 20 years plus, so it kind of follows that if the dubbing or the subtitling hasn't been made available before, then an OTT operator, if they pick up their content, they're not going to have that availability either.
Correct. I mean, that's the reason why a lot of the operators in Central and Eastern Europe put a lot of amount of efforts into dubbing their SVOD offer, or subtitling at least. It depends on the markets, but the audience are expecting that somehow there's a narrative or something like in Poland or in Hungary it's fully dubbed, or it's subtitled like in Croatia or in other markets.
It seems really that in Central and Eastern Europe, more possibly than any other European territory, the importance of local content, I'm not saying it's not important anywhere else, but there seems to be there's that additional hunger for it in these places.
I would say not only in Central and Eastern Europe, I would also say in Germany, for example. Right. Germany has also a long tradition and an art developed in dubbing content, and that's a tradition since the 20th, 30s, since we have movies that,
So if Netflix and Amazon aren't making it through, are local providers able to fill the void and provide a local or a regional OTT service into these territories?
Yeah, we have, I think the SVOD services are now migrating into an OTT service, because now we can sell also the SVOD services independently from an access product as a standalone OTT product for different screens. I had high hopes on Showmax, to be honest.
The Polish one?
The Polish one, which is a part of Naspers. But they pretty much abandoned the market in December in Poland and focusing now purely on Africa.
Right. What were their reasons for leaving Poland behind?
I think they have just reorganized their financials listings. They have split MultiChoice from Naspers because of the Tencent acquisition, or the stake that they carry in Tencent, and I think that's one of the reasons. It has maybe less, I don't know, speculating from my side, but has less to do with Poland or with CE region. I think it has more to do with the overall financial construct of Naspers.
Okay, Annette, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.